Thanks to our Radio Plus video sports sponsors.
Welcome in here. High school sports are presented by Bristol Morgan Bank. Tournament is always a little chaotic in between things. It did the one thing I said I wasn't going to do and end the Radio Plus stream, so hopefully everybody who's watching on the Radio Plus side of things was able to find this new stream. I'm going to keep this one up for the rest of the day. Hopefully everything works for you. And as we got started, I noticed that the Blazers had a lot more girls on the bench than what was on their roster online, so I had to go run down and grab a picture of the schedule. We are just about to get started because, of course, the Spartans didn't want to give me a breather and take their warm-up time. They're warm, ready to go here for game 2. Blazers looking to do better than Bonduelle did. Keep it close the entire set. It's going to be a step on the line for the Blazers. And the Spartans will take point 1 of the second set. Just line. Jace will get the scoreboard here. I got to send the roster to myself off the phone because you're going to need my phone. There you go. And point 2 goes to the Spartans. A little chaotic to get things started. But we're here. We're ready. It's going to be like that entire tournament-wise. Pino, service error. Here in the second matchup for the Spartans today. It'll be first time going back to the service line. It'll be Olivia Kirchner, a senior for this Blazers team. Gable able to get herself a kill here in game 2. First kill of this early game after the service error from Pino. And then a good serve by Olivia Kirchner. Scarlett Nitz back to the line. Nitz serves. Recovered set in the backfield. Pushed over, blocked at the net. It was a kill opportunity for Haley Monfrey. Instead, into the net and down on the Blazers side of things. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry for the chaos to start. Scarlett Nitz pushes it over on her second serve in a row. Pushed over that time by Paige Luke. Up. Again, 23, Haley Monfrey trying to push it over. Libero for the Blazers is number 11 after a kill opportunity. Able to get it down. That's Hazel Isley, a senior with her first kill in the first set. Blazers versus the Spartans. Again, thanks for joining us on Jeff's live streams and Radio Plus Sports. Sorry if you are on Radio Plus Sports and you had to switch to a different stream. I did the one thing I said I wasn't going to do and end that stream, but here we are in game 2. Finley Morgan lets her power be known, this time to the Blazers. Her first kill of the second matchup of the day. Basler will check out. And Morgan will head to the service line. Up and in. It's going to be an ace as the Blazers tried to watch it go. Finley Morgan with her first ace of the second match. Meredith Lemke-Scott. The libero has decided to watch that first one go. Morgan will pick up her second ace in a row. And Morgan once again, that time is going to be dug up in the backcourt, but a free ball for the Spartans. Pino to set for Gable. Gable puts it into the white stripe and falls down on the Spartans side of things. 7-3 on that Quest Interior scoreboard here in set 1 of the second match of the day. Hazel Isley will go back to the service line. Isley can't get it over the net. It's going to be service error for her. And 8-3 now Spartans. Spartans will face off in 3 straight matches to begin their day. Meredith Lemke, Scott. The libero trying to push it over was Paige Luke. Couldn't get so in between the boundary lines. So it will fall on the Spartan side of things, but out of bounds. And Gable back to serve. Bailey hits the net. And another service error early on. Second by the Spartans. One on the other side of things for the Blazers. Paige Luke back to serve, senior, on a senior-heavy Blazers team. That one, powerful serve, able to be dug up by Pline. Pushed over by Mackenzie Pline. Not used to having 2 Plimes on the court. Something I got to get used to. Mackenzie Pline once again tries to kill. Dug up by the Blazers. Pushed over by Kylie Dean. And they're going to say somebody on the Blazers side of things stepped on the line or hit the net. So point Spartans. McCauley back. Dug up by the libero. Over by Dean. Back to Kensley. Back court. And too much with the environment around. It's going to land on the Blazers side of things. A lot of different environments to get around here in Rosendale. We'll step aside here from our sponsors after this.
Armson, we believe your home should be as comfortable as it is beautiful. From timeless classics to today's latest trends, we carry quality furniture to fit any room that's built to last. With hometown service, affordable prices, and dependable delivery, Warner Harmson makes loving your space feel easy. Visit WarnerHarmson.com to view our comfortable, quality, and stylish furniture today.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Let's talk conditioning.
I'm here to pump you up.
What?
Da-da-da-da.
We here at All Phase have great maintenance plans to keep your units running efficiently and reliably all year round. This spring is the time to call us at 920-763-2301. Log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons. Watch for details released soon about our 5-year anniversary event.
Oh, you're talking about air conditioning.
We are not without issues here on Bristol Morgan Bank High School Sports. One of my ad files seems to just be cutting off my broadcasting platform, but we're back as Finley Morgan, big swing and a kill for her. I tried to keep track of stats as we were gone there. I'm hoping you were able to stick with us, and we are back live on both channels. Early in the morning, computer doesn't want to do as it's intended to do. XSplit sometimes has a mind of its own, but we thank you for keeping with us here on Jeff's Live Streams Radio Plus Sports. Blazers not able to get that one over. A good diving effort by Olivia Kirchner. But no dice, 16-9 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. We'll have to just shout out Werner Harmson as much as we can. Their ad file, I must have downloaded the wrong one as a service error goes through for Scarlet Knits. Her first of matchup number 2. Monfrey back at the line. Up and over. Kendall Pline digs. McCauley pushes. Set to number 3, Kylie Dean. McCauley with a big swing, but the block by Paige Luke. Let's see if we can get a replay on that one. Big block there by Luke and the Blazers. Make it 16-11 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Monfrey once again at the line. Kendall Pline receives once again. Pino to McCauley. Again tools the block. So McCauley will get herself a kill as that one a touch and rolls down the net line. And Finley Morgan for service. Morgan, Meredith Scott pushes it up. Tried to just push it over there was number 1 Hazel Isley, not able to get it past the net. It'll fall on Blazers' side, 18-11 in set 1. Trying to keep it close is N.E.W. Lutheran. That one going to go into the rafters. Trying to recover is Meredith Scott. She is, but it's going to drop and hit the huddle cam before it falls on the Blazers' side of things. So 19-11, an 8-point lead on our Quest Interior scoreboard. Thank you to everybody joining us early on in the morning with all of our troubles we've had. Hopefully things are going smoothly for the rest of the day. Plein with an overpass. Blazers still miscommunication, overpass the other way, put down by Bailey Gable, her second kill of matchup number 2. 9-point lead for the Spartans. Morgan at the line. Set by Lemke Scott. Plein digs. Pino to McCauley. Big swing on the slide. Couldn't get it up straight. Was Rosa Willis, a junior. So it'll go as a kill for McCauley on the slide. That time Willis gets it up. Playable. And pushed over by Dean. Grade tries to just push it over. She's successful. It falls on the Blazers side of things. Hazel Isley was looking for a touch and a pancake before the point was rallied. We'll go timeout. Hear from our sponsors. Back after that.
For over a century, Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed to quality workmanship and getting the job done right the first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Back here on High School Sports presented by Bristol Morgan. Mid-rally here. Lemke Scott to Dean. Dean pushes it over, dug up by McCauley. It's going to be right at the net for Pino, who now has to give a free ball over for the Blazers. Free ball return the other way. Trying to make it work is Gable. That's going to be too many touches. So a little bit of just misplaying the volleyball. Ends up being too many touches on the Spartan side of things. 22-12. As the libero, Meredith Lemke Scott, back to the line. McCauley digs. Pino to set. Back to Kensley. Lemke Scott in the back row. Kylie Dean tools the block, but not able to get back to it. Grade and Gable there. Either could have got a piece of it or could have just hit the net and went down. Couldn't tell from my vantage point. Nonetheless, Gable back at service. Dug up, nice diving dig by Willis. Sent over there by number 10, Paige Luke. McCauley, back line, able to get her kill. Her third of set 1, 24-12. Set point number 1 for the Spartans. And it'll be Bailey Gable back there seeing if she can put it away. Dug up by Willis. Set, spike, kill. Number 10, Paige Luke with her second kill of set 1. At least unofficially her second kill. When we were trying to get back up the broadcast, I'm not sure if I was able to get the most accurate stats. I was trying to keep track of things, but Luke will head back to the line nonetheless. Dug up by Kendall Plein. Gable pushes to McCauley. Blocked though. It's going to be Kylie Dean and Sadie Kaja. Sorry, Sadie, if I'm mispronouncing your last name. wasn't able to get there and figure out pronunciations before the matchup as Laconia elected not to take their warm-up time. So serve from Paige Luke. Trying to make a miraculous run here, at least salvage some momentum heading into set 2. That one's not going to be able to get over, so set 1 goes to the Spartans. Final score on that Quest Interior scoreboard, 25-14. We'll take a breather as they reset back after this.
The world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go.
Celebrate summer adventures with savings on a new Ford from Holiday. Stack our low simplified price with 0% financing, $1,000 toward your down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days on Ford favorites.
We want our guests to feel important, heard, and appreciated.
It's who we are.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Ford Fond du Lac. It's worth the trip.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
Back here before set number 2 goes underway, I'll run through a little bit of the unofficial stats I kept from set number 1. McCauley with 3 kills. Bailey Gable got 2. Finley Morgan with 2. Finley Morgan also picked up 2 service aces. A couple of service errors, 1 for Pino, 1 for Nitz, 1 for Bailey Gable at the line. On the Blazers side of things, a kill for Hazel Isley, 2 for Paige Luke, and 1 for Haley Monfrey. Couple of blocks. I gave Dean 1 on that play along with Paige Luke. Couple of servers errors on the Blazers side of things as well. Hazel Isley with 1 and Kylie Dean with another. Thanks for tuning in here. High School Sports Today are brought to you by Bristol Morgan Bank. We'd love to know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. I know that we are covering Laconia. It's one of our home schools here on Jeff's live streams, but we love to see people from all around the state and all around the nation tuning in to see different athletes from different teams. If you're a GB, N.E.W. Lutheran fan, let us know in that comment section. We'll shout you out. We don't care who's watching as long as you're watching high school sports on JLS and Radio Plus Sports. Serve here. Underway, Olivia Kirchner starts off set 2. Kendall Plein over, dug up in the mid. It's going to be a kill opportunity for Monfrey. Couldn't get it to go. McCauley from the backcourt. Big swing, not able to push it up in the air is Kirchner. So the first point of set 2 is going to be a kill for Kensley McCauley. Plein checks out for Nitz. And she'll head back to serve. Nitz up and over, pushed up in the back. Right back to Monfrey. In the back for Basler, McCauley hits the net, goes down on the Spartan side of things. The Blazers tie things up right away in set 2. Again, between both the Bonduel game and this GB N.E.W. Lutheran, it's been close for the first 20 or so points. While both teams are still in single-digit points, it's pretty much back and forth as an ace for Haley Monfrey gives the Blazers their first lead of set 2. So Monfrey once again from the line. That one over. Kensley Diggs. Pino to Morgan. Morgan, big swing, but too far. Blazers take a 2-point lead in set 2. Jace, you're so fast on the scoreboard. The one out here hasn't even caught up yet. By the time I'm looking. Monfrey down. Basler to dig. McCauley, big swing, powerful swing. Couldn't keep it up in the air, or the Blazers. McCauley gets the Spartans back on the side out. starting to get some more viewers here as we're past the 9 o'clock hour. Finley Morgan set up by the Blazers. It was Hazel Isley trying to get it over. Gable in between the flags. Block opportunity, but the Blazers kept it alive. Couldn't get too much, though, as they sent it out of bounds on the other side of things. So Spartans tied up at 3-3 on that Quest Interior scoreboard. Morgan, dug up by Willis. Over, tries to tool the block. It's going to end up hurting the Spartans. Couldn't get it through. So Blazers point, back in the lead. Blazers would love to give the Spartans a run for their money, their first time in a set here this morning. Lemke Scott back. Klein to Pino to McCauley, pushes it over, an overpass, free ball for the Spartans. Miscommunication, but Pino and Gable able to relay. Pino up, Gable sets, McCauley pushes it over. They're going to say it touched the hardwood, no pancake. McCauley kill. Fifth now overall, second in set 2. Gable for service. That one gonna hit the back line. Thought it was too far, was Lemke Scott, but an ace for Bailey Gable. Gives the Spartans their first lead since 1-0. Gable once again. Dug up by the Blazers. Frontline opportunity pushed home by Kylie Dean. Her first kill of this morning's matchup. And it comes to make it a tie game in set 2. Luke back at the line. Up and over. Klein to McCauley. Dug up by Lemke Scott. Great job digging it there. It's going to be a free ball for the Spartans, but able to keep this rally alive. Close to the net. Gable recovers. Grade. Lemke Scott overpass. Blazers can't tool it. It's going to be a block on an overpass for Madison Grade. Give her the kill. McCauley back to serve. Lemke Scott doing a great job as the libero. Defensive specialist there for the Blazers. Gable sets. McCauley just has to push it over. Set by Kirchner. Kill by Kylie Dean. Picks up her second in set 2, second overall. See Monfrey check back in. And Dean at the serve. Gable sets for Grade, tools the block into Meredith Lemke Scott's arms. That time, can't get it past the net. It's going to drop on the Blazers side of things. Couldn't tell if Grade got a hand on it. I don't think so, based on no reaction from the bench. I think it just hit the white stripe and fell down. Basler to serve. That one's going to hit the net, come back on her own side, so service error from Josie Basler. Evens it up on that Quest Interior scoreboard. Kaja back to serve. Morgan digs. Gable to Mackenzie Pline. Back row. Set up, pushed over by Monfrey. A block there by Mackenzie Pline. Gets a big push by McCauley. Nearly falls off her feet, but a big block gives the freshman her first unofficial stat here in game 2. Pino up and over. Set, big swing by Hazel Isley. It's going to go too far, though. So an error gives the Spartans a 2-point lead. Pino again. That time dug up in the midcourt. Isley keeps it alive. Now Basler. Pino sets. Kendall Pline, back court. Over for Monfrey. Another kill, Basler able to get it up. Backcourt swing from McCauley. It's going to go deep. An error. Gives the Blazers an opportunity at the line. Kirchner back, one of the many seniors as part of this Blazers lineup. A rotation issue on the serve. So the Blazers will take the point and even things up. Possibly on the line was Pino. I know enough about volleyball to get me through, but I don't know as the referee hand signals. That's one thing I should look into as volleyball season continues. Finley Morgan picks up a kill. And Scarlet Knits to serve. Knits up and over. Monfrey able to recover. Kirchner to Paige Luke, who gets herself her third kill and first of the second set. Monfrey back. She's got an ace here in set 2. Looking for another nice low serve to the net. McCauley, though, big slam, gets herself 6 kills now, 3 and 3 in set 1 and set 2 respectively. It will be a side out by the Spartans. And Morgan to serve. Morgan dug up by Willis, pushed over by Isley. Grade tries to push it over, getting the cheeky point, but instead the Blazers return. That time up, pushed over by Luke. She'll get herself another kill, make it 4 for Paige Luke. And Lemke Scott will go back to serve. 11-11, close set 2 after a 25-14 victory in set 1 for the Spartans. Pino to McCauley. Over, nobody around. McCauley picks up kill 7. Back and forth is set number 2 as Bailey Gable takes to the line. Dug up by the libero. Push back over, overpass. Good job there by Grade to get herself a kill. Second of set 2, second overall. Gable looking for a run. Try to put the Spartans with enough cushion to continue on in set 2 and take a 2-set victory. Set up, McCauley pushes over. Kylie Dean digs. Paige Luke couldn't get it. Tools the block, does Kensley McCauley. And 14-11 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Nice run here from Gable at the line. Trying to give them their largest lead here of set 2. Gable, Lemke Scott able to dig. Pushed over for Dean. It's going to hit the rafters. A kill for Kylie Dean. Puts this one back within 2. Paige Luke back to the line. Up and over into the dig of Plime. Grade trying to get it over, but a block there from the Blazers. Give it a block to Sadie Kaja. Again, Sadie, I hope I'm not mispronouncing your name. Let me know in that comment section if you know Sadie and if you could help out, in case I'm saying it wrong. Luke once again from the line. Gable just has to push it up. It'll be Mackenzie Plime to push it over. Push over by Kaja. Received by the Spartans and right back over by the Blazers. Grade will push it over. Dean up. Back to Dean. Plime with a set. Dug up. Once again, Dean. Big swing. Backcourt dig by Basler. McCauley. Powerful swing. Able to kept up by the Blazers. Pushed over. Violation by the Blazers at the line, and the Spartans will take that point. So 15-13 In set 2, Spartans lead on that Quest Interior scoreboard. Remember, in an invitational like this, it's first to 2 in a 3-set matchup. A kill there for Sadie Kaja, the senior, starting to get involved here in set 2. A side out for the Blazers as Monfrey checks back in. Dean will head back to serve. Up and over, nice serve by Kylie Dean. It's going to be a free ball for the Blazers if they can use it. Over for Kaja, a weird set. Push them in a unpredictable standpoint, but a big swing on the line. Backcourt swing from Paige Luke. Perfect amount gets on that back line. 15-15, closest matchup we've seen, first closest set I should say we've seen from the Spartans here early on in this tournament. Kylie Dean pushes it over. McCauley to Plime, blocked there. It'll be number 8, Olivia Kirchner, picking up her first block of set 2, and overall a 16-15 lead forces the hand of Coach Weiss and the Spartans. A timeout. We'll be back after this.
Your dream space starts with quartz countertops from Quest Interiors. Whether it's your kitchen, bathroom, mudroom, or even a closet island, we custom fabricate one-of-a-kind surfaces that elevate every room. And the best part? We install many in as little as 1 week, quickly turning your vision into reality. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Back here on Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams, high school sports are brought to you by Bristol Morgan Bank. The Laconia Invitational, game number 2 for the Spartans, and a 16-15 lead for the GB N.E.W. Lutheran Blazers. Kylie Dean back at the line. She's got 1 service error, but she's been pretty reliable there. Picks up a service ace out of the timeout from Coach Weiss. 17-15. Good set 2 here from the Blazers, recovering after set 1. Basler's to Gable. That time, big kill by the freshman, Mackenzie Plime. Nowhere to put that successfully in the air for the Blazers. And Basler back to serve. 1 point lead for GB. Kaja, big kill, but she steps on the line, was trying to tiptoe it just a bit. You could see her walking it and ended up hitting it. So Spartans point ties it up. Basler once again. That one's going to be out on the far side. A service error from Josie Basler, her second in the second set, second overall. And Kaja back to serve. That one out, service error on the other side of things. 18-18, back and forth in set 2. The largest lead for either side was a 3-point lead for the Spartans at 1 point. Otherwise, it's been back and forth. Pino. Lemke Scott digs. Monfrey over. Dug up by Kendall Plime. Back to her on a kill opportunity. Dug in the backcourt, though, by Kylie Dean. Big swing by Paige Luke. Hits the net, falls on the Blazers' side. Spartans 1 point lead. Coming down to the wire here in set 2. Pino looks to go on a good run, give the Spartans some cushion. Pino up and over. Dug by Dean. Up by Pino. Gable pushes it over, tries to go down the line. Couldn't get there. Possibly blocked in front. No reaction, so I'm just going to say Pino missed it down the line and couldn't get it over the net. Tied up once again. Kirchner takes the line. Kirchner goes deep. Service error for her. The 4th for the Blazers, second in the second set. Nitz will check back in for Kendall Plein. Nitz serve, nice and low to the net, overpass. McCauley pushes it back over. Lemke Scott can't get there in time. It'll be a kill for Kenzie McCauley, make it 8 now in their second matchup of the morning. Keep wanting to say afternoon, it's not even 9:30. Or it just hit 9:30. Can't be saying afternoon for a while. Nitz, that one was going to be out. But a late decision by Lemke Scott tries to get an ace for Scarlet Nitz. We'll head to break as a timeout called.
World, wake me up to another good morning, time to go.
Celebrate summer adventures with savings on a new Ford from Holiday. Stack our low simplified price with 0% financing, $1,000 toward your down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days on Ford favorites.
We want our guests to feel important, heard, and appreciated.
It's who we are.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Ford Fond du Lac. It's worth the trip.
Back here, high school sports presented by Bristol Morgan Bank. Spartans have a 22-19 lead on that Quest Interiors scoreboard in set 2. The Blazers have done a really good job here in set 2, keeping this one close. The closest set we've seen by the Spartans so far this morning. Nitz still at the line. Lemke Scott to Monfrey. Puts it over. Dug up in the backcourt by McCauley. Overpass. Joust at the line. Morgan able to push it over. Big swing by Luke. Recovered by the Spartans. Big swing from Morgan. Another job digging it up are the Blazers. Pino with a set to McCauley. Tools the block, can't get it over. It's going to be Paige Luke picking up her second block, first of set number 2. 22-20. Monfrey heads back to the line. Up and over goes Monfrey. Pino has to try to get it back. Morgan going to take a stab at it. Paige Dean, big job there by Basler to get that one up in the air. McCauley's going to push it over. Pancaked, no. They're going to say it hit the court, hit the hardwood. A discussion there from Coach Mike Schmidt to no avail. 23-20 on the kill from McCauley. Morgan back at the line, 23-20 in set 2. Now in a poor receive, so give it an ace for Finley Morgan, her third and first of set 2. It's set point number 1 for Laconia. What could be game point number 1 as well. Match point, if you will. Overpass ball. Gable to set for McCauley. It's going to be a touch, though, at the net. So the Spartans will have another chance. That one's going to hit the stripe, fall on the Spartan side of things. The way they reacted, I think Hazel Isley might have got a piece of that one before it went down. So I'll give her a block as Lemke Scott goes back to the line. Set point, match point number 2 for the Spartans. Pino to set for McCauley. Pushing it over once again, but that time able to be received properly. Pino once again, that one could be too far. Overpass, pushed down by Paige Luke. Her 6th kill, 4th in set 2. Lemke Scott at the line. A 2-point match, match point number 3 for the Spartans. Overpass, Luke again. 24-23. The Blazers doing a good job here to get back in set 2 and make this one going down to the wire. Timeout on the court. We'll step aside, be back shortly.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over.
Back here, sorry, I guess I didn't realize they're going to call some kind of violation. The Blazers ended up losing that set. Sorry for the excitement. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the referee's call. Thought maybe a timeout was called. Either way, good job by the Blazers here on the Werner Harmson post-game show to come back into that second set. It was a very exciting second set, but the Spartans so far undefeated here in their own invitational. 2 sets, they've gone. Let me change that scoreboard. It was 25-14 and then 25-22 will be the final score of this one. Again, we got a lot of volleyball happening here this morning and into the afternoon here in Rosendale. We're going to step aside so we can get everything up and ready as Pacelli Catholic will come over to Court 1 and take on the Spartans up next. Again, if you're on the Radio Plus stream, I'm going to keep it live on YouTube this time. I'm not going to end the stream. However, just live streams, click over on that Pacelli Catholic Spartans matchup as we get started. A little bit of a celebration there going on. I'm not sure. 1,000. I was trying to get it so we could say it on the broadcast before I clear. It's 1,000 something for number 3, Kylie Dean of the Blazers. They got balloons and everything here. Something, a big milestone in her career. We congratulate her. We'll step aside here, be back shortly for the Spartans' third matchup of the day.
Thanks to our Radio Plus video sports sponsors.